Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of Reborn 101. We're gonna jump right into everything and get everything going. Hope you're having a great day. We took a little pause just because, as with real life, things happen. I do tend to not paint on days when things happen. I did have some personal events that came up that really kind of took the cell out of my wind. I mean, the wind out of my cell. Wow, totally said that backwards. But took the cell out of my wind. My sin. Well, okay, the cell out of my wind. The wind out of my cell, and I could not get it together. Um, Emotionally enough to get into the dolls. I have a very strict rule of working on the dolls when I am feeling that way because I feel like mistakes will be made and I'll be like, screw it, that's just what it's gonna be. You should never work with anything, period, no matter what it is in your life when you are kind of in a bad state of mind because it reflects in your work and you don't. That's really not the point. This right here is such an expensive project, expensive line of work to mess up on. So we are definitely we took a break, or we're definitely back. Okay, that was my little spill of where I was and why the class didn't take place yesterday. The baby of the day, to get him out the way, is Jacob, number one. This is one of the original kits that I made and painted. I honestly cannot honestly tell you the kit's name. I do know that it is from Bountiful Baby. I'm trying to see if I can cheat. I can cheat. I don't know the kit's name. I will definitely look it up for you though. I do have actually two of these in existence. My daughter has the other one and she named it Jamal, and this is Jacob. He was actually purchased and sent back because mistakes were made. Again, it's always good to admit to your mistakes. His painting to me is good. I do see where I could improve on it. There's always room for improvement, but these kind of things are the eye of the beholder. Like, it's my work, so it's basically what I thought was good. But his hair, guys, yeah. That thankfully that was 2 years ago, but oh my goodness, when I'm telling you, I the struggle was real with hair. The struggle has been real with hair. I am way better at it now, thankfully, than that. But yes, that's Jacob. He's the baby of the day. I have every intention of touching up his paint. It was Genesis heat set, so there comes the dilemma because I'm probably gonna have to strip him and completely start over, which I kind of don't want to do right now. So we want to get the classes done, and then we will start doing what I'm going to call redos on some of the babies. He is definitely in line as a redo. Mila in line to get a armature put in. And if you don't know Mila, you're going to introduce her next video. But she is my very first big baby. She's I don't know, she kind of like became my girl. I did have her on eBay for a little while, actually almost a year. She did not sell, and I took that as a sign that I needed to just keep her. So I just fell in love with her. I buy her clothes all the time and everything. And she definitely will be in the video when I do a comparison of this little one when I have her together. All right, so let's get into the meat of this video because we got a kind of a bit to cover, and hopefully I can get all my points in and then actually do my demos or what have you. So the tools you're gonna need today is two wedges like this, like a so, and a clean one, and you're gonna have one. I'm gonna show you what I'm going to do. I'll use the clean one to show you what you need to do as far as that step is concerned. You're definitely gonna need those tweezers that I did go out and buy. I bought more wedges as well. You will definitely need your green coloring that I'm actually going to use as my vein because I like it better. You have your purple that we're going to use on our nail beds. It's going to be trial and error. If I don't like the way they're looking, then I will definitely kind of back off of it. I'm going to try it on one nail. It's literally going to be drop on, drop off, because you really just want to start the defining those colors. We also are going to work. So what we're going to do today, what we're going to do is we're going to work on veins. We're going to work on the nail beds and where you may or may not want to blue your baby. And we're also going to work on the blue shading of our multi. And definitely is some points to touch on that is do your nail beds first so you can get that color going, because when we get to doing the molting and stuff, we definitely need to avoid our nail beds, and we definitely need to avoid our lips. We do not want any blue lip babies. Okay, so we're going to start with our veins next, and then when you do veins, some key points is they're not straight lines, and you're not trying to copy a doctor's thing. You can always look at how veins are on the body, but you have veins and you know where your veins are. And of course, the fairer your skin, the more predominant your veins are. But even in my skin tone, you can see a little bit of veining. And the reason we did the skin tone now becomes relevant because veining, as one of the people who taught me through their videos, is staining. So if you put that blue on first, you are going to be stuck with that blue wherever you put it. So it's always good and always a good point, if not to say you're going to mess up, but if you do, when you come try to take all the paint off, wherever you put blue, if blue is the first color you use, it's going to still be there. The next thing we're going to do is molting, and that's where our pluck pad is going to come in. And then this is where following your vision is going to come in, because you, wherever you put the blue, you can always come back and add veins where it kind of almost look like a vein. You can make it more dominant. Some people would probably say, well, why don't you do the molting first? Because there are places that you do or you should want to put veins on your baby. And this is, of course, this is where I'm going to put my veins. If you don't want to put your veins there, that's perfectly fine as well. All right, and age does matter. So when we're doing the face, just to kind of point on that, then I'm going to pluck the tweezers and we're going to get started. We'll pluck the thing and then we'll get started. And I'll do like I did last video. That seemed to work out really well. I'll just paint with the music and just shut up. That's why I want to go ahead and hit all my points. But yeah, babies need and have, especially fair skinned babies, but most babies have more predominant veins because their skin is thinner. So if you've got a child doll, which we're doing, you don't have to have veins popping out, especially on their face like that, because it would not happen. Now, conversely, fair skinned babies do tend to have that tone through their bodies and on their face. So you definitely, if you look at a fair skinned child, you're going to see like blue and all kind of color. We're colorful creatures, so your baby needs to reflect that. But don't, like I said, don't go overzealous on the veins. But if you do, because we've already done our first coat, if you follow my instructions, it will definitely not be a problem to clean up and adjust and get done. We got my coffee. So if you see me taking a sip, again, not sponsored, but this is my go-to. Yes. So I hope everybody's enjoying their day. We're gonna pluck this real quick, then we'll get started on the actual painting of the dolls. Okay, first thing we're doing is literally plucking our cosmetic wedge. That's why it doesn't. I would not go out and buy the most expensive wedges you can find. They cost like maybe this one was, I believe, actually only $1.50 at Dollar General. But you can get them. You can get cosmetic wedges pretty much at any kind of retail store. So, and you really just want it to, I'm gonna see if I can get it close enough, get these little craters going. And they're definitely going to come in handy when we get started on our molting part. And so that's out of the way. So I've cheated because I'm going to turn you towards the baby, towards the workstation. And of course, Jacob is hanging out back there. I've cheated because I did the other baby already. And I'm going to show you her arms. Those are her arms, and you can see the color is really not really nice. And finally, the cam is doing it justice, but they really have that color and that tone, and it's a strong tone. So the first thing we're gonna do, that's gonna take us all of half a minute to do, if that, is take our purple. I'm testing something because I saw an artist that actually suggested you do it in these layers, mix it and kind of make this color. And you literally only need maybe a drop. I'm gonna put 2 because she's a bigger baby. Just 2 little drops. And we're literally we're going to take, since her hand is right here, we're going to take her hand and we're going to dip a little bit of that on the brush. And I'm going to show you her nails beforehand. And what I do is I just dab it on the back part of her nail, on this little part, the back part, not closest to the finger. That's the best way to say it. Just one little dab. We are not trying to make it a dominant color, but what happens is when you paint the next layer of pink on her nails, that purple fades into it, and it's actually a beautiful effect. I want to say Custom Reborns was the person that, when she did her video, that was her suggestion. But like I said, she mixes her own color. I could honestly not tell you what color it was, but I don't know if it's gonna show up on cam. But as you can see, it's just a little hint of purple. It's not, you don't want it so dominant that the person will notice it, like, oh, it looks like they got a stain on their hand, because you're not looking for a stain. You're just looking to and we literally could have got away with just one dot. You're just looking to get that little dot, and usually I wipe it off, but it's at the right texture that it actually looks pretty decent without even the effort of wiping it off. And I don't want to touch it because I'm thinking it's going to wipe too much off, and we're going to be having a mini battle royal getting it. So we got her foot, and we're going to do the same thing. Pre-warn you that this video may go over a little bit. I might just paint for 5 minutes once I get all the instructions. So if you don't want to watch me paint, that's fine. And but I want to talk through this part, and the whole point of doing the videos over was because the music covered the most important parts. And her little big toe is kind of wide, so we're gonna pay attention to that. And like I said, you only want it to be a hint of color. You don't want, we're not turning her nails purple. I'm gonna see if I can show you that. But it is going to give it just a little hint of pink, just a little hint. We're not trying to be invasive. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our colors ready to do the veining. And what I'm going to do, because with the little doll, this is what I ended up doing, was I'm going to mix the green and the blue together. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Get the green and the blue together, because it makes the blue is the color that the artist suggested, and the green is the color that I kind of really like. So we'll meet in the middle, because that's what we do. We're going to give it a little stir, and I'm going to throw everything off so I can hold this up so you can see it. Again, I'm going to apologize for this video tilting over, but there are some important facts we need to talk on. Okay, so we're going to literally do that, and this is the color you're looking for. This is consistency you're looking for. And we're going to take one limb and work on it completely. So we got our hand, and they did such a really good job with her, the way her hand is. So you literally have your dry wedge ready. We're literally going to do our veins, and you don't. It's not a rushing process. Some people do their veins in 3 and 4 sessions. We're gonna see what this looks like. Probably not gonna do 3 and 4 sessions. Again, it's because it's my vision, and that's kind of where I see the vein. So it's gonna be where I see the vein. I'm not really sure how well this camera is going to show it, but there you go. And what you really needed to do, we got them kind of connecting. You need it to kind of look like they fade away. And that's it. That's literally a vein, guys. That's literally all you have to do. And we will definitely go to each limb and give them all a little vein job or what have you. And then we will come back. So what I might do is just might break this up into 2 videos because I see it's already almost been 20 minutes in. Okay, that one and that one. All right. So like I said, you want the veins to do the pop. Okay. So definitely because we're gonna keep our rule of thumb. So we're actually going to stop this video. I'm going to do veins everywhere I envision a vein. I will definitely, when I start the next video, show you where I put the veins. And then what I will do definitely is I will do my painting on the next one with some music. So next video, be prepared. Just chill out with me while I paint this little one. And we will see you next video, guys. Because promise to scalp. Alright, see you next video.